and welcome back. So glad to be in your presence once more today. We have a very special guest in our presence. I need for the children of the world to give it up for a legendary mother, the legendary Saniy'yah. I need for the children to get on their feet and give it up for the legendary mother Saniy'yah, who is here to snatch all the wigs regardless of length, because length ain't nothing but a measurement, bitch. But before we hop into this plate, what I have for you on today with the legendary mother, become a patron on today. You know what we serve. Cards up top, link down below in the description box for your convenience. Come on through, become a patron on today. It's the top of the month. Collect your plate on today. Exclusive content around the clock. You're not going to regret it. A beautiful community, beautiful environment, amazing content. So come on through and collect your play on today. That being said, girl, let's hop directly into this interview. I introduce to you Conversations and Musings by Saniy'yah. Enjoy. How are you feeling on today, girl?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here for one.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
It's the weirdest thing because I can't remember after what episode it was, but someone had DM'd me a link to something on YouTube that you posted. And it just so happened I was on a flight to Vegas. I was bored, and I was like, let me just check it out, because for one, I thought that it was going to be something negative. So I'm listening, and I'm just like, wow, like somebody gets it. You know what I'm saying? Because for a minute, I was starting to feel like y'all don't see this shit.
You don't see it. So let me actually hop to the first video, what we have for you, just because I want to get your take on what, because sometimes from my experience, I find that it can be, what you see is not always what it is.
It's never.
And so I kind of want to get your take on a few scenes, just so we can kind of figure out the real from the fake.
Okay.
So let me see, let me go to the barbecue, or leading up to the barbecue. Okay. Now I want you to take a look at this clip, and you tell me what you think she's full swing for you. Okay.
You know, I was feeling very So I'm having Evelyn and Tammy inviting Jill over for a little pregame to Saniy'yah's little backyard get-together.
We caught it.
Yes!
Everything pertaining to me is so.
I hate Shawnee. You hate her.
Saniy'yah's little get-together.
Stop shading my sister. If I come for you, Shawnee, and read them late-ass fashions, with all due respect. That's me talking, that's not her.
There, and Malaysia was there. While she was going in, talking about, oh, well, I don't want to be around her. She's not the type of.
Can I pause this?
Anytime. Pause it at any point.
Okay.
At any point.
Now, I got a lot of, well, I'm not going to say a lot, but people had questions as to why I still befriended Jackie after learning that she allegedly had said these things.
Right.
And I say allegedly because I wasn't there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Do I believe she said this? Yes, I do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not dumb. I'm not stupid. And like I said to Jackie and the rest of the women, that all of y'all had shit to say about me in Palm Springs. So if I'm gonna not fuck with her, I can't fuck with none of y'all. But see, let me take it back a second too, because it's things that I don't think the audience picked up on. Okay, so in that was episode 6.
That's right.
And I believe leading into episode 7, which were the 2 hardest scenes for me to watch. As you can see, I walk in. Yeah. But as I'm walking up, it's this long walk, maybe about 2-3 minutes to me getting there. It looked it too. And all I can see is body language. Oh. But you see us leave poolside to this makeover room. Yeah. I'm already kind of like drunk and feeling it. Yeah. You think that took like 2 minutes to happen? And the time that it took for them to move us to a different location, Kristen and I have bonded a little. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Not the best of friends, but got all the bullshit out the way. We were both drinking. You know what I'm saying? We were on Instagram looking. That's when the meme happened. Okay. I forgot about the meme. It just so happened that we were on Instagram and the meme happened, and I'm laughing like, girl, look, you see what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. And it was Kylie Jenner, the old Kylie, and the new Kylie. That's right. And so we laughed at that. And then she put on the Meryl Streep. So the Meryl didn't come yet. We go from the makeover. You can see we're talking. I'm engaging her. That's right. I'm telling her about the makeover. You're going to love it. This, that, and the third. And I guess it wasn't going as planned or as they seen the night happening. Okay. So just all of a sudden her mic, she needed to get remiked or whatever. She was pulled to the side. So now, when she comes back, she's sitting in the chair. Her whole demeanor is different. Yeah. Now Evelyn has come downstairs.
Yeah.
And now it's her giving me all this attitude. And I mean, if you can go back and look at that scene, my face is full of like
confusion.
I couldn't have said it better.
Sure.
So I'm like, is this bitch serious?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
5 moments ago, we were okay.
just cool.
Yeah.
And now it's like,
now we back.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
And you're not about that. Nobody's gonna play with me, like, especially all of these cameras around. I was asked to repeat the meme that was just funny 15 minutes ago. Yeah. I'm telling you something again that you just heard prior to me saying it. So now she's offended by the meme. So now the rest of the women are in here.
Girl.
And getting the story again, which is why Tammy's like, you tore her down. I'm like, when? I was so confused because this was my first time
really kind of being introduced in that way.
Thrown out there.
Yeah.
I couldn't really catch how they were manipulating that whole scene.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
You understand what's going on at the time.
Because even at the time, you'll see a part where when she was like, you're coming at me saying this, that, and the third, and this, that, and the other, and I was like, and you're right, because you don't have no... I'm agreeing with you. That's like if you're sitting here like, girl, oh my God, do you like my hair? You know, because I don't really know how to style my hair. And then later on, it's just like, because you don't know how to style your hair.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that whole scene was manipulated. I never came at that girl. For one, Evelyn, it was a joke to you. I thought that Evelyn and I would have gotten along very well.
For sure.
Because I believed the person that I seen in Miami was who I was going to be working with.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Whether you're not violent or not, that person seemed more real to me.
All right.
I thought that Tammy and I were going to like completely butt heads. You know what I'm saying?
You know, okay, but you know, I feel like with her, and this is just my own, this is me speaking again. If you were a weak woman, then you probably wouldn't have gotten along with her. She probably saw that you were...
She tried me in Palm Springs, actually. It was a situation where I kind of like almost spilt my drink on her, and she's like, "Excuse me."
And it was clearly it was an accident, bitch. Don't try me. But you can't come for me, chalky. What did Malaysia say, girl? You look stupid with that.
You know what's so funny? I actually had white eyeliner on that day too, but I had glasses on.
Yeah, but I'm sure yours probably But see, there's a difference. There's a right way and a wrong way. Mm-hmm. That look was in style at some point for a reason. It's because it was cute. So when you did it, I'm sure it was serving. It just so happens that, with all due respect, Tammy, girl, that makeup just wasn't on point. And at least she admitted it. So that actually humanized her for me, because I don't like her like that.
I actually ended up really
bonding with her.
No, because we didn't bond at all. One scene, she never even spoke at all, but she would greet me like, "You look nice," this, that, and the third. Gave me my respect. It wasn't too much. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It was coming to the scene, girl, you look nice. Then sit down, be working. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that take my number, call me after this, like what other people were doing. And then in scene, you're talking shit. She talks her shit.
Yeah.
But never tried to be like, girl.
But see, I'm gonna tell you why I feel like she's still late. Because I feel like where you needed an ally, only Jackie stood up. Yeah. Tammy, if you was a real bitch, in my opinion, that means you're real at all times. Speak truth to power. Because guess what? As soon as the fight happened, here you got Shani. And I think at this point, which I have that clip as well, I think at this point, Saniy'yah, I'm done with her. I think we're just going to have to go on to big again, because you know she likes to call your functions little. Bigger and better things. You're shady and you're messy for no reason. Okay, so you have that, but then you cut to, and we have Tammy, where here it is, you have common sense. That will be the time for you to say, no tea, that's my niece, but she was dead fucking wrong. Yeah. That's what a real bitch would have said. Yeah. You needed that, and you deserved that.
Because she wasn't there leading up to them sending her to that party. She wasn't even there.
So you're sitting at the table, Shani. So you're a liar, because you're saying, when after the fight, she's saying, there's nothing that was said leading up to this that would lead us to believe that was going to turn out like that. Yet, the night before, however many nights before it was, you're at the table. You have Evelyn saying, girl, y'all going to have to call me to tell me how this goes, because she a big bitch and it's going to take at least... That implies you understand, right? But my point is, that implies that you understand it's going to be a problem. And that's another thing that I really didn't appreciate, because my thing is this. Whether I like your surgery, your Celia surge, or not, it's your motherfucking choice to do what the fuck you want with your goddamn body. Because it's your pursuit of happiness. I'm not here to get in a bitch way and tell her what she can and cannot do. But I feel as though for them to sit there when she brought it up, let's just say all what they were saying was true. Yeah, you got this, you got that, you got that, you got this. What fucking difference do it matter when you got Evelyn, 3, 4, 5 boob jobs? Then you got motherfucking Shani. I'm sure she got some cells, some surge, some lipo.
Or need it.
But my thing is, it's like, okay, Hazel, you clearly had a nose job.
Yeah.
And you know what? This is what I say.
She's the whole nine.
But I will say this. She got nose job, and it's an obvious nose job, but I will say that it is a sickening nose job. It's a Jackson nose job, though.
Yeah.
And it do look like she is the pretty... She is what they wanted their nose to pop out to be.
Not necessarily, because I
You don't think so?
seen it in person.
My God, okay.
It's a bit botched, but okay.
That legendary. So, how do you feel watching that back and really getting the full context of what you, like, what leading up to what happened? How do you feel in hindsight, looking back at it, kind of how the women responded to you, having prior knowledge that she was going to come in there with the shit, stirring up all the bullshit with the intention to antagonize and provoke you?
Yeah.
How do you feel watching that back? Do you feel you got a fair shake in terms of maybe how you were portrayed in that particular aspect?
Absolutely not. I was disgusted by that whole scene. You know what I'm saying? Because they had hyped up this whole Jackie and Evelyn beef fight.
That's right.
New York, oh my God, it got crazy, which it wasn't.
Yeah.
It's like, what really are y'all looking for? You know what I'm saying? Because you were hyping up these two women with this whatever situation that they have, that you want it to be more than what it is, and you're not getting it.
That's right.
So I felt as though it was just like, let's try her. You know what I'm saying? Because that whole scene had been planned out for weeks and weeks. Like, you know what I'm saying? My parents were there. It wasn't like my parents came, no one knew they were there.
That's
you
right.
guys put them up. You knew they were there the day before. You see what I'm saying? My 4-year-old nephew was there. A kid. It was like, it was a family
Why even bring
thing.
that there? Why?
You know what I'm saying? So,
And you made that clear in the scene where you said this is for family
and my friends,
and your friends.
And I would like for you to leave quickly.
And for,
You
for
know,
her to get...
whatever you want to do, we can do that, but just not right now. With people, I'm not sure if people know, but a few weeks prior, my mother had just had brain surgery. She had 2 aneurysms on her brain. She's not even supposed to be there.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So,
right.
she's good now, but it's just like, my family was already apprehensive about me doing the show because, I mean, they watch reality TV.
And they know what that is
They
all
love
about.
reality TV when it's just you're laughing at somebody
That's
else.
right, but this is my child.
You know what I'm
this
saying?
is
But this is my daughter. My
love.
mother
That's
knows
right.
me.
That's
she
right.
knows I'm not what I'm standing for, what I'm not.
That's right.
So when Jackie came, we're going to get Jackie to tell her. So she can be the bad guy again.
I
Jackie's
that.
always in somebody's business. She's always the shit starter. But Jackie wasn't even there when it happened. Shawnee, why couldn't you tell me? Tammy, why couldn't you tell me?
Speak.
When you were all into it.
Speak.
While Jackie's
Speak.
telling me she's...
Speak.
What's she gonna say?
And you know what, real quick, and what I thought was real late too about that whole fight, when the whole fight happened, Tammy, you knew what was going on. It was bullshit for her to say in her talking head. She said, well, when I saw her, I just thought she was going to pull her to the side. But then you see, she's like right there, and she don't see you kind of being like, hold on. So why would you think
The
that
face was like...
Yeah. But so why would you think that meant that, oh, this is going to end well?
Yeah.
You knew it wasn't going to end well. You knew that. But for her, just so she can kind of cover her ass, it's like, well, I didn't think it was going to go there. No, you did.
What would she have done?
Yeah. Now she moving on quick.
Because you know what? And it's funny because, of course, I had to watch it with you guys.
Yeah.
And you could kind of tell that people are used to when the shit about to get real.
Yeah.
The hold me back people, the hold my back people.
I agree.
That I pop
agree.
off. I don't need none of that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I didn't give you enough time to get in character. That's why it was so much confusion. Because when you with it,
yeah,
you should have been on my ass because this is your niece.
I agree. And here she comes. Oop. And I'm like, girl, what you doing with the purse? Throw it, toss it, leave it on. Your niece, if she your niece, what you gonna do? And then I saw it look like she was trying to talk to you, but I'm like, Tammy, see, that's the thing. If you had been, let's just say you had the same persona, but you were Duffy, then she would have tried you.
Yeah.
I hate when it's like, you come for me. You came for me.
Yeah.
I didn't place the order.
I didn't.
I didn't know this restaurant was here.
Me either. And then you get mad when you deliver your food.
And when your food now
when I'm serving you up. And I'm glad you said it because
now you mad with me.
You placed an order.
You placed an order, bitch. Let's bounce back.
Because this is another situation. As you all know, that Asia Matoyer and Melissa Matoyer are friends of mine. I had never knew Kristen. We had never met prior to filming. But what a lot of you people don't know or don't get, I don't know if you comprehend well.
Come on. Speak.
Asia Matoya was sought out to do Basketball Wives.
So they got put on first.
You know, no one knows Kristen.
I for damn sure.
No one even really knew Melissa. They contacted Asia. Asia, and this is the person that she is. I'm not going to get into her story as much because
we're gonna let her
it's
tell
a
it.
lot with that. She didn't get a chance to tell it.
Ooh,
but
okay.
her baby father, like she's the one with the
real meat,
with the baby father,
okay.
with the story,
the real story.
You know, so her sisters were casted.
Or in her case,
for support. And I believe there was an interview where Kristen even admits to being casted for support of her sister.
Okay.
So if I don't like my sister, if I hate my sister, why am I putting you on the show?
Okay. I would only say this. I feel what you're saying because my thing is I'm not going to prop you up if I don't feature. That's me.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming when you're saying that her logic is similar, the only thing I would say is unless there's a deeper reason what they fell out about, it just kind of felt like, damn, even if you fell out with your sister, you busted her out like she busted the chains, the fucking locks, bitch, no security system up in here. And I was,
which one are you talking about?
I'm talking about your friend.
Let me get into this.
Yeah,
let me get into
because that did feel
and
a
that
shady,
was
girl.
kind of okay. Let me get into that. Okay, so the situation. Here's how all this started.
Okay.
Like I said, in Palm Springs after the meltdown, and when I went upstairs, and it was Evelyn and Kristen crying and consoling each other over this miscarriage, I was taken back. So I'm looking at, for one, you're crying about you're trying to have a baby.
Yeah.
But you know, like y'all like to put she was drunk, so were you.
Yeah. That's
true. You know
true.
what I'm saying?
Everybody was drinking.
Y'all were drinking. So later on when it came out, Jackie and I had a conversation. I brought that up.
Yeah.
There was no miscarriage.
Yeah.
It wasn't a situation where Asia was giving me information to come at her sister. It came out because you're coming at me and I don't hold no punches. Because you're trying to make me look like I'm inhuman, I'm insensitive, I'm coming at you, you just had a miscarriage, you're trying to gain sympathy.
Okay.
And I'm like, that's not the truth.
Okay.
And how I know it was the truth, because once again, like I said, I'm friends with Asia and Melissa. So it's a lot of stuff that I was privy to that you guys are arguing with over the phone. And when I went with you to have your abortion and blah blah blah, and I put you on a show you didn't even want to have, like, I knew that shit already.
So let me say this, because now I see where you're coming from, and I actually because see if it had been put in context on the show,
they didn't.
Then it would be more, because what you're saying is you're trying to create a storyline on my name,
exactly,
and
on my name. On my back.
And so what you're doing is you're using why you were offended and why you had to bust that out is because you're saying y'all having all this sympathy for her to make me look bad, but this bitch is lying to you. Yeah. Because bitch, she did not have a miscarriage, she had an abortion. Yeah. And I feel like
which is her right. And I'm not
y'all
never
know how
ever am I saying
not to do what you gotta do.
Because I've had an abortion before.
And you know what, and I'm glad that you said that, because honestly, I'm not gonna lie, like that was the one thing that if I could take one thing at the time watching it live in real time, I was thinking, even if she had the abortion, who gives a fuck? That's how I was feeling. Yeah. And in my mind, I'm like, I wonder what the backstory behind that is, because
they leave a lot out.
They leave a lot out. They don't give you full context so that you can make an opinion based on the actual facts.
When I told Jackie, you know what I'm saying, and it was crazy because once again, Asia didn't have to do it. They were already going through what they were going through. And it's funny because we don't know what we're filming until we get there. So I'm just like, oh, we haven't seen it tomorrow. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And the scene was thrown in because it had been weeks since Palm Springs.
That's right. Okay.
So when we come on set, they're like, you guys we're gonna take it back to Palm Springs. And it's so crazy because you bring her in to validate me. But then still, I don't get how it's still spun. Like, we're still trying to see if this bitch is lying or not. Right. It's not clear by now.
Yeah. And what they tried to make it seem like was, y'all are messy and gossipy.
Yeah. I mean, it was a little messy.
But here's where the problem starts to happen. You have an EP that's on the show, who, if she were smart, if you're going to be on the show, realize that you play two roles.
Yeah.
I'm cast member, and then I'm also EP. Mm-hmm. That means when I'm on the show, I'm just like you. If the story evolves and it blows up and I'm involved, you should be able to address me without the threat of losing your fucking job.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
How about
especially if you put yourself in the
if you put which she does all the time.
Yeah, be behind the beat. Mona, get your Mona Scott on.
You know what? I think I said on one of my reviews something to that effect. Like, you got Miami got canceled. Let's be clear. Which is why it was shade when they were in Miami and she was like the OGs, and then Malaysia, and then maybe Tammy said something like, and this was a likable. See, I can be, even if I don't like her, I can give her kudos when I feel like she do something that makes sense. Yeah. When she was like, well, you know, Jackie and Malaysia, that was her trying to give them their credit. Like, they're OGs also. A different sort of LA. And for Shawnee to be like, OGs of what?
That's crazy because once again, it's your show, and we're not gonna act like those women
don't exist.
They have both been there from day one.
Yeah.
Malaysia says she was in the meeting when y'all pitched this fucking show.
Wow. And now you're trying to squeeze.
You know what I'm saying? Like, give her some respect. You don't gotta like her. Yeah. Like, it's a lot of people that I don't like, but I respect.
Alright, so let's hop more into why it was at the table when the whole thing broke out that one night, when they, for whatever reason, chose to focus on you drinking. I think we were all drinking, but okay. So we're all drinking, but yet they're trying to paint you as the drunk. Mm-hmm. And to be honest, no tea, if I were there, it'd be like, okay, girl, stop flexing like y'all ain't been, like, come on. So why do you want to pretend like I'm doing too much when, bitch, you know you've been here? Yeah. And what you should have did, if you were caring and had a heart, bitch, just be like, sis, you know, pull your dress down, whatever, and help me.
Yeah. Malaysia was doing that.
She did. Yeah. And kudos to Malaysia, and I think maybe I mentioned that in my review. Maybe I did.
Malaysia and Brandy, actually. Brandy
and I like, you know,
Brandy fell in love with me at that scene.
You know what? I love
Brandy's like, this bitch is crazy. Who is this?
You know what? I could tell.
That was our first time meeting.
I should have known y'all was gonna hit it off. Let me see how I knew. So when y'all was sitting at the table, and I think there was some banter when you had said something like, she said something like, oh, you a big girl. You was like, you ain't that small yourself. And y'all key. Yeah. And I thought that was cool that y'all knew it wasn't shade. It was like a
it's so
love
funny
tap.
Because when she came, so this is my impression of first meeting Brandy. Mm-hmm. When she came in, she was already on kind of 10 and her guard because of what she was, whatever with the other women. Uh-huh. So she was kind of being, you know, they were shading them or whatever they were doing with Brandy and Malaysia. They didn't want them to film. Uh-huh. Nobody wanted to film with her. So I think it was at a point when she was like, well, why are you here?
She said that to you?
Yeah, and I'm looking like, okay. So she don't know me. Okay, I was invited.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I think we had said some stuff back and forth, but it was more so
like playful.
That's the vibe I got from Brandy.
And I saw that. I felt like, but you know what?
It would have been dope if she got the film. We never filmed together.
Yes. And that to me, listen, we can have the drama, but you gotta put some fucking feel good shit in there. Yeah. And that shit with fucking Shawnee and goddamn Evelyn in New York was tired. Okay? That was fraudulent, like, oh, Evelyn is back. and then that fake ass person in the background, yo, Evelyn. Stop being fake. And then you got Shawnee, ooh, girl, we on the train. Well, I'm so excited. Girl, where the breakdance is at? So that would be like if a white person showed up to a black club and she said, yo, I'm here, but I don't smell the weed. I don't see the fights.
Or at the cookout, where's the watermelon?
Where the cookout? Yeah, where the watermelon at?
Where the chicken? Evelyn, you said that's your city. Tammy's from, I think, New York as well.
Yeah.
But you got the new girl coming through.
Snatching all the wigs.
Wraiths. I served them. You know, like Rolls Royces, different fur, every scene. Not every day, every scene. Coming through with the fashions. You don't think the people want to see that? You could never had brung that scene to Philadelphia.
Yeah. Ooh.
And you show me going to see the Liberty Bell. I'm not doing that. I'm showing you how I maneuver through my city. We're going to be pulling out the cars.
They can't take her. This one they can't take her.
I shouldn't be in your city doing that.
How am I? Ooh.
Me, not production.
And you were even nice enough to tell her. You said, well, you can go to another part of the restaurant.
Yeah, up here is me. You're welcome to eat downstairs.
You did. You did offer her that. So we can't say that she did not offer the olive branch.
Yeah, I did.
It's unfortunate that we had to hit her upside the head with it, but...
Let's take it back to the party also.
Okay, let's
Another reason why I was taken back, because when they removed them from the party, which you see me telling Shawnee, I'm going to go to the bathroom. Mm-hmm. And when I come back, they need to be gone.
Mm-hmm.
You see, she's like, yes, get them out of here.
Yeah, oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Bitch. I forgot
like,
about
do people pay attention?
So, but now her talking head,
this
and her
lady
talking
is
head.
walking with me,
like she knows you right.
agreeing with me, like get them out of here, like you had no idea.
I can't
Once again, I thought she didn't know that was happening.
Yeah,
the way she performed.
Cause downstairs
get them out of here.
Yeah, she did.
Now, walk with me to the bathroom. I'm so sorry. I don't believe this. This, that, and the third.
She a real one. They can't say, I can barely take it. I'm here.
Oh my! You handled yourself so well because when they said stop, you really like you're calm.
And that was
I'm
true.
acting like a Park 8.
Ooh.
I know how to handle business and get back to business.
Ooh.
You know, I'm not. You don't gotta drag me out, kicking and screaming. I did what I had to do. Let's go.
Ooh.
Just when I come back and they be gone. You stayed and celebrated me with my family all night.
Stay
you and Tammy and Bonnie Jill.
Fraud.
You stayed the entire night.
Fraudriana.
Laughed, danced, talked to my family, my mother, my father, my uncle, my nephew.
Con.
I have 25 videos on my phone to see that you did not leave me and go on to bigger and better things. You stayed and celebrated with me. Tammy and was joking. Like it was jokes. Like it was just like, so for me to be like, I'm done with that, I was like, what? Okay, let's get technical for a second.
Go ahead.
These people hyped up. We're not gonna act like y'all are above the violence, above the bullshit.
I agree.
Because y'all beat it in these people's heads for weeks and weeks and weeks previewing.
Yep. To get them excited for
New York gets real.
Yep.
Evelyn and Jackie go at it. The fight, the this. Then you show a piece of my real fight. And we act like it didn't happen.
That's exactly what they did. I think the fans. I speak for myself. I feel like as a fan, I was left feeling like confused as fuck because here it is, and then I'm gonna ask you another question. Get your opinion on something regarding the show.
Okay.
Okay. So number one, how on earth? The biggest thing that happened on the episode was your event.
Yeah.
And instead of us addressing it, we're gonna pretend it didn't happen, and we're gonna address a verbal altercation that we didn't even touch. So why would that take precedence? See, that goes back into what I was saying about your effect, your presence. It wasn't even about the fact that you got into an altercation. It was the fact that it was like, because you did your job. Like, I feel like you brought the ratings in. But it was about, that they gonna like her because they gonna feel like she about that life. They gonna see that she ain't just talking shit like we do.
Yeah.
All that shit was being calculated.
Yeah.
Like, for the people upstairs, they're like, this shit is TV gold.
Yeah.
But to her, which is why I think really they should fucking take her off the show because it's gonna go under with her direction. Yeah. Because you have the cast intimidated to where I feel, outside of you, which is why I say Tammy is still fake. Because at the dinner, and that's not what I want to get your opinion on. I do want your opinion on that, but I had another question.
Okay.
At the dinner, when Tammy came in, you never said, you never even mentioned.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you never even mentioned when she asked, well, why is she upset? I thought you knew why she was mad.
Yeah, because we talked about it.
Because we fucking talked about it. So if you was a real, there we go. If you was all of that how you say, then wouldn't that have been a moment to be upright and say, well, you didn't know what it was?
Now, keep in mind, I wasn't there.
Yeah, you wasn't there at that point.
I would have been like, oh, no, remember when we just said.
Well, I know you would have.
When she talked about you when you mentioned her grandkids.
Exactly, but I know you would have because you actually did. It was just later on in the evening because you did do that. But my thing is with Tammy, okay, so you know why she's upset. You know that. So what did she like? She says, oh, well, what it was is she was mad because you called security.
Oh, yeah, security.
That's not why she was upset, and you know it. So why mislead her? So when Jackie comes in here hot, it's going to make her look crazy because it's like Evelyn's going to be like, yo, you call. When she said to build a horror comment, it's like, so you're going to go from 0 to 60 just because I called security? Do you think it was late and hypocritical? Because, let me not get my opinion, y'all. Do you think it was late and hypocritical that Tammy, here we are back to this bitch, they should have had you style her? And her talking is, this is my opinion, this is not her opinion, this is me saying it. When they had you in that pasta soup, what the fuck?
What pasta?
Yeah. Oh, mama, you didn't see? Yo, I had to pause it because I said, what is this? I said, it's a popcorn, Cracker Jacks. What is it? Zoomed in, it's pasta. But maybe it was Balenciaga, so she thought she was fab because it was a label. But I think Luann said
what scene was it? Because I can't remember.
With the pasta? The pasta scene is her interview. So when she's sitting there with her wet and wavy pattern, she's serving you a pasta jumpsuit or a dress of some sort, a frock. What is she, girl? I really didn't even know what she was. I see like a puff at the bottom. I don't know if that's like a part of the ensemble or if that's like the dress. Like the train, she's just trying to be grand and like. But the point is, I zoomed in.
I have to go back and look at this.
Yo, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna just insert a picture. How about that?
Okay.
And then you're gonna see what I mean. She got a pasta suit on, and then when you zoom in, it's like macaroni. Yeah, it says fettuccine. Then she has like some wheat bundled up. I'm like, okay. Now when you see it, yeah.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God. Yo, I can't breathe.
And real quick before I forget, because I started this question, but I'm gonna get your response. So, okay, in Palm Springs.
Yeah.
Palm Springs, we get to the dinner, and Brandy, is it Maxille?
Yes, Maxille.
That's so sexy.
It is.
Brandy, we need you on the show. So you have, and she is so gorgeous too.
She is.
Beautiful. That's why they can't take her. Because when she came for because I had to do my research, I was on YouTube when I started back into the show, and I was like, ooh, I live.
Yeah. Hair,
I was like,
looks,
between her and Malaysia, I was like, it's Malaysia. For me, it's gonna be yes Malaysia, yes Brandy.
Yeah.
And now it's Malaysia, Brandy, legendary mother. Like I feel like to me, even if y'all came together and did a sickening show where it's like we showing like how bosses do it,
yeah.
And it's like maybe we have the drama of real life, but at the same time it's not like where it's like Malaysia trying to literally destroy you. That's the shit. My thing is,
Malaysia's a sweetheart.
she seems like
she
she seems like it. Yeah,
she's
she seems
a sweetheart. When I think
I like
she
that
has
she
a
stood
problem.
up to Tammy.
Yeah.
With that scene.
She does. She handled all of them.
Yeah, I
It was brutal
that.
being there at my party.
Yeah.
It was at the cookout. It was brutal being there.
So after our nearly 5-hour session, my camera died. So give us a moment to set up, and we shall return.
Girl, you are, when I say snatch, okay, there we go.
Okay.
Boom. Ooh, shit, shit, bang, bang.
What I was saying was, I felt like she handled herself well in that situation, because being there, it was brutal for me to kind of watch and sit through.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because it kind of seemed like it was just 1-on-3.
Because it was.
This is where I wish Brandy was there.
Who could have stood up for her a little bit.
Because this is her friend. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
you see
it
how they
wouldn't
do
have
it,
been
though.
that way.
But see, that's
it was
how,
really her against them, and I felt bad. Like, damn, I
But
wish
see,
I could.
but see, that was all with the design, because it's like, okay, the fans will be feeling some kind of way if the Miami girls just totally kick off two of like the fan favorites. So maybe we can kick Brandy off because she kind of came for Shawnee's throat, but we'll keep Malaysia, but we'll suffocate her at the same time.
Yeah.
Let me get this question out real quick. So what do you think when Tammy, everyone stood up like they was SWV, and it was true, and it was like, Evelyn, girl, you don't have no real problems with no one, so why are you involved? But that's fine. Okay, so they roll out, right?
Yeah.
Now we roll out, and Tammy says her issue was the fact that, okay, well, you know, my issue is that I told you I wasn't fucking with her like that, and you invited her anyway. To me and for friends, and I say I'm not fucking with her, just like out of respect, you kind of should honor that, and if you know I'm going to be there, don't invite her. And yet, here it is, Evelyn, this is why she got played, because it's like, okay, you walked out with her, but she didn't walk out with you, girl. The more you know. See how we learn every day? You was just kicking Jackie's back and Tammy, let's just be for real. And now all of a sudden you're friends with her again. But at the same time, it's like, okay, now Evelyn needs your support. She walked out with you. Girl, she did this walk on Selma with you. And you know what she's calling for. The category is, bitch, are you loyal or not?
Well, it's interesting that no one wants anyone that wasn't invited to be in their presence.
But then they are perfectly
But you
fine.
can bring somebody to my event that clearly has an issue with me, and I'm supposed to be cool with that.
Now let me ask you this. So I had so much playing, girl, but what it was is this weed, girl. See, I'm learning. This is a learning process. But it's happening organically. So my thing is, okay, so after, I want to say the Miami thing occurred, and Jackie is saying to, I think, Malaysia that, oh, Evelyn, like, yo, she was laughing at my jokes and acting kind of like maybe she was kind of getting over it.
Can I be honest?
Go ahead.
I didn't watch after episode 12.
Because there was no point.
But why would nobody bring up the fact that Evelyn called me a thief and you don't want to bring your jewelry around because I'm here? You don't think that should be brought up?
Do you think she needs to steal your jewels? Do you think she needs to steal your jewels?
I don't think
Because
so.
Latino Shay, when you was in New York, girl, it wasn't that bad, and that's hometown. And then I felt like when it came to Jackie with Shawnee in particular, I don't see why the fans did not understand where she was coming from. It's like, yo, just think, if you have someone who claims to be your friend, and here it is now publicly for years, and then here you have publicly, even though I never believed her. I don't believe Shawnee to be anyone's friend.
Yeah.
Personally, that's just me. But anyway, okay, so now here we have Shawnee up here, you know, or Jackie rather, kind of saying like, because she was being messy to begin with when she came out of that restaurant. I don't think you saw that part because I think that was the episode maybe you didn't see.
Hang under the table.
Sneaking what under the table?
Oh.
Jackie, say it. I
No,
hate when
ain't
you
nothing
go
to
behind.
say.
When
Shawnee,
you wait
there
till
ain't
after-
to say. She made her bed and she's gonna lie
went
in
under
it.
the table?
Nobody.
What did she
Not
say?
a damn thing.
You be telling everything.
Not
so
a
what you
damn
say?
thing.
What she said
I
about
will-
And she just heard something about under the table. She said, "Oh, what you talking about?" She said, "It's not important." Whatever. I'm paraphrasing, but something like it's not important. We were just having a conversation.
Yeah.
Oh, then she goes to Malaysia. She says, "Malaysia, you tell everyone's business. What's going on?"
Shade.
In that shade? This bitch thinks she's so clever, and I keep telling you, you're not James Baldwin, girl. That's collegiate tea. So obviously, I came into the show thinking that I was gonna see Evelyn's progress, but what ended up happening was I fell in love with Legendary Mother, and I didn't expect that. You know what I'm saying? Because I really was more interested in seeing what was this storyline like. And then Tammy was coming at her throat, and I felt like she was being petty because I'm like, girl, she's a changed woman. Why are you poking at her? Like, why are you trying to bring her out?
Especially since she wasn't giving it back. It was more so like
and then you was petty about it because then it's like high school. And then you say Malaysia don't got substance. They say you're carrying, but yeah, you have two grown women that have kids that are sitting here talking about let's apologize on 3,
1,
2, 3. That's so fucking late. That whole scene aggravated me. I was screaming at the fucking screen. If I had just a little bit less sense, I would have threw my remote. Fucked up my shit. Just bought that too.
It's nice.
Thank you.
And big.
I started off thinking that I was coming to see Evelyn's progress. Fell in love with her. Wanted to see her win.
Yeah.
And just like I said, we sat here and we discussed the whole abortion thing. I needed context because in my heart I'm thinking, that don't feel like she would just come left field with that. But we still, to keep it 100, we have to ask the question.
Yeah.
Just so at least we can clear it up. And I'm glad that I did.
Yeah, me too.
Because now it's like, it makes fucking sense. But that's something that's out of your hands.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you trusting and coming down here and kikiing with us. I appreciate that.
Me too.
Yeah.
I appreciate you having me.
Let's throw out where they can find you, what you're doing.
Well, my Instagram is at Saniy'yah Samaa, as well as my Facebook. My website is iamsaniyahsamaa.com, SANIYYAHSAMAA.
So that being said, y'all know the drill. Become a patron on today. Cards up top, link down below in the description box. You already know we serve legendary meals around TikTok. You see we have legendary mother Saniy'yah here. That legendary Saniy'yah, yes! Thank you again. We're going to close out. You already know the drill. Via Siblonic, Jalita Galisan. The best will always come through. And as always, until next time, baby, that's all there is. Bye. You were amazing. Truly amazing.
So lit, yo.